everybody. I'm back live. Hold on, as soon as it pops up here. There we go. All right, folks. Internet issues still. It was first time today, though. I will say that was first time, but I've really been on today. Um, First time today having issues, so sorry about that. So Heather's going to take back off right now, so she's going to say goodbye.
Yeah.
And what are
They
you going to
wanted to silence me.
do? Right? Take two. So no, it's just it's weird. It just started happening. Nothing much we can do about it. So, all right, baby girl, I'll talk to you a little bit. Which is better, West Virginia or New York for internet? I got fiber optic, amazing internet in New York. I'll explain the difference, okay? Once we went to the fiber optic in New York, uploading a video, regardless of whatever length, it could be a 20-minute, 25-minute video, it would be up in 3 minutes. It'd be ready to go in 3 minutes. Down here, it could be 2.5 hours if I have a 20-minute video. So, you know, it's the internet's not great. I'm in the middle of the woods, guys. I mean, what do you want? you know, I have the best that I could possibly have for internet down here. So it's just, it's something that I have to deal with. That, and I will tell you this: other than my family, friends and stuff like that, the only thing I miss about New York is that internet. I miss that fast speed internet. And eventually, that may catch up down here. We'll see what happens, but yeah, it's not fun. It sucks, but it's not much I can do about that. So, oh, I was going to tell you guys this. I know a lot of people will be happy to hear this. I'll share some information with you. Uh, will you watch the meteor showers this week? It was supposed to be last night. Was supposed to be like the peak of it, and it was all cloudy and overcast last night, so we were not able to do that. But I did want to let you guys know this. I will be ordering mics. There's mics that you can get where I can have them locked right in with the camera, and so that and it has the windsock and all that type of stuff. So I will be ordering. Excuse me. I will be ordering that, and that should be. I haven't ordered it yet, but I'm going to. And so when I do that, you'll be able to hear me much better. So I'm going to do that upgrade. So yep, there's Dawn. She said, "Found you." Yeah, I like I said, if this craps out again, guys, and I hope it doesn't. We got 45 minutes in. You're a little bit better than that for the first one. If it craps out again, I'm just going to be done. I'm not going to come back on a third time. We're just going to do the two here, and hopefully, we'll be okay. So just so you guys know, if this one has a problem, I'm not going to come back on for a third one tonight. It's just a pain in the behind. It happens. I mean, we got a good amount of the first stream in, so that was a good thing, right? And I almost in the beginning of the stream, I almost said, "Now, if we have issues tonight," and I didn't. It was going really well. So that's how it goes. But I do want to talk a little bit more about teamwork, though. Uh, you know, if you have the right people working together and getting things done and getting things squared away, it's amazing. It really is. And with what we're doing here in getting things squared away and getting the pavilion to the point that we have gotten it so far, and there's a long way to go. We got a lot more that we need to do with that, and that's okay. I mean, it's going to happen. But it's been really really cool, and like I said, I'm excited about everything that we've gotten done so far, and where we're going, moving forward. So it's been very neat, and it's just seeing things come together. You will see coming up one of the things that we did today, and you'll see this coming up probably in a video tomorrow. We got the wood stove put together, and it looks like it's going to be. No, we're not going to do installation, Larry. That wood stove will blow that place out. Trust me, when you see the wood stove, it's gonna really, And the thing is, the pavilion is going to be a gathering place. It's going to be a place where we're going to be cooking, uh, you know, uh, when the weather is really, really bad. When the weather turns, cold, and those type of things. So we'll utilize it for that. So I don't think we're going to need insulation. It's not going to be something that nobody's going to be sleeping in there, or at least that's not the game plan. But yeah, so we're not working on that part of that. It's a pavilion. It's not meant to be a building. So if we were like when we build a community center, which we will be doing that at some point, there's things that we have to do first before we start even starting a community building. But yeah, Steve Wallace was stealth camping there. That's a long trip from him. He's on the other coast, I believe, isn't he? Isn't he over um, on the west coast? I believe that's where he's at up in Canada. So that'd be a long trek for him to come all the way across and then come down here. So, but again, you know, the progress that we have made here at the homestead. Look back, look at what up in New York, what took me 8 years to accomplish in New York, and it was a lot. It was a lot, okay, and it took a long time. And with having a group of people, like with coming together this weekend, and and people are working on this, and other people are working on that, and somebody else is working on something else. Uh, you know, you can get a whole lot done when you have a team. When you have a well, we I don't like call it. What we got, we're not calling it a team. We're a family. And Dave made the greatest statement, and I love this statement. He said, "We are a family that just hadn't met yet," and I love that analogy. Love that analogy because that's what it is. We are a family. We've come together. We finally have met. We're on the same path, the same mindset, and we have that commonality. You know, where we can sit down. And I want you guys to think about this. How many people can you sit down and have a conversation about prepping, about living off grid, and self sustainability? How many people can you sit down with, and people will be like, you know what, I think that's a great idea. And have you thought about maybe doing this, or have you thought about maybe doing that, or those type of things? You don't have that a lot of times in our society. Here and there, maybe, but when you have this group of people that are all on the same mindset and the same path, and maybe looking at things differently. And I love that too because you get so many different ideas. um, it's amazing. It's truly amazing. I will be the first to admit, guys, and I've always been this way. I don't know everything. I don't begin to pretend I know everything. I have made a tremendous amount of mistakes, a ton of mistakes. Here's the other thing. Let me ask you this, and there may be, and I don't know if there are, and I don't know if they're not, but I don't see it a lot. Okay, how many channels out there, YouTube channels, prepping channels, do you see people saying, "Oh yeah, here was our mistake. This is what we screwed up on. Please don't do this. Don't screw up like this. Do something different. Learn from my mistakes." Right? How many channels do that? And see, the thing is too, when you open yourself up and you say, "Hey, I screwed up," just like with the generator last fall. Um, all summer long, I was golden. I didn't need to use the generator at all. From April when we set up the solar system until November, I didn't run the generator at all. So when I showed that, and hey, I screwed up, I made a mistake. What did I get for that? Yeah, did I? It was a teaching moment. Number one. Hopefully, if you guys are planning on doing the same thing, you go, "Oh man, Prepper Nurse One dealt with that, and I don't want to deal with that. So I'm going to make sure that I'm checking out all the time and making sure that I'm doing maintenance and making sure that once a month I'm starting my generator so that I know that it works, right? You open yourself up for attacks. I had channels, again, and I won't say which channels. Oh, this guy calls himself a prepper, but he wasn't even prepared for this. That's fine. I'll take it. I got broad shoulders. I'll take the criticism. I don't care. But if I hid that and never showed that, you guys would not learn from it. Okay, you wouldn't. So, and I'm going to guarantee you, and I'll guarantee. See, there's certain things I know for a fact. Certain things I know from a fact. You know why I know? Because I've lived it, I've done it, I've gone through it. If you are living the lifestyle that I live, if you want to live off grid, okay, and you want to try to be self-sustaining as much as you can, you're going to make mistakes. You are going to deal with failure. All right. But what we do with failure defines us, in my opinion. Okay. You deal with failure, you learn from it, you grow from it, you change it so it doesn't happen again. If I had left that generator all year again this year, all right, and had never touched it, and then when the fall came and then I had an issue again and it didn't work, then I'm an idiot. Then I'm an idiot because I did not learn from my mistakes. I did not grow from that. I will tell you this: every single month, I go out once a month, I fire up that generator, and I take care of that. You know, I take care of that because I'm not going to make that mistake again. And again, uh, you guys can learn from me screwing up. If you look at the history of what I dealt with the solar systems from the very beginning, starting with a 12 volt with marine deep cycle batteries, and then the progression of upgrading batteries as we went and upgrading the solar system as we went to when I came down here. I did not screw around when I came down here. I went with a 48-volt system, lithium ion batteries, so hey, Stealth Mode, thank you very much for becoming a beginning prepper. I appreciate the support. Thank you very much for doing that. So again, you know, if you never made a mistake, if you watch a channel that never makes mistakes, then they're hiding something. They're hiding something because we all make mistakes. And like I said, I think it's important to share that with you. And if you want to criticize me and ridicule me and tell me what an idiot I am because oh my God, how can you call yourself a prepper if you didn't do this or if you didn't do that? Well, you know what? You learn, right? Ed, how many generators have you had? I don't know. I have no idea. No idea. I haven't really kept count. Generally, I mean, the generators are not meant to like when we were dealing with them in New York. Okay, I'll give you an example. Uh, Wintertime, again, in New York, we were using the generator more than I've had to use a generator down here. So generally in New York, we're probably going through a generator a year. Okay, because it's not designed to do what we do with the generator. Uh, so it's those are things that we're going to do shout outs in a second. I'm behind, obviously, guys, because we had the disconnection. So we'll do shout outs in just a moment. Uh, but again, you know, down here, I had the initial generator and I still have that, and that generator is now fixed and it's working. So I have right now I have all the any generator that I've bought since I got down here I have here on the property. So, that's that, but again, now SHTF happens, what do you got, right? If you have one generator and that generator goes kaput, now you have zero. So one is none, two is one. It's just a little thing to think about. I have the generator that I have that I'm using right now that I used last year that I'm using this year as well. I have the carbon copy of that generator sitting in the shipping container that has never been touched. That's a backup. I have the other two generators back here that I also can use as a backup as well. So, like I said, you live and you learn, you know. So, all right, we'll do some shout outs. But again, I think it's important because that's how we learn. And like I said, the trolls love that because then they can tell you what a moron you are, and they can go on other people's channels and talk all kinds of crap about you. And I hope they have a great time with that. I hope it drives up, views for that other person or whoever is doing that. Good for them, and have at it. Like I said, I don't care. I don't care. But if you have constructive criticism, that's fine. I don't have a problem with constructive criticism. Never have. But if you're going to come on my channel and think that I'm going to allow you to be hateful and nasty, and then, the people that watch my channel, that actually like my channel, that enjoy watching me, feel like they need to defend me and go, and say to that person, oh, this, that, or the other, I don't want them to have to do that. So I block them and I delete them. If somebody wants to be a jerk, that's just the way. Oh, you found your spoon? Okay, cool. Um, and that's fine. I don't have, like I said, I don't have a problem with that. All right, so we're gonna start out with Heavenly Hills Homestead. Definitely check them out. He's growing giant vegetables. He's doing a good job with that. So definitely go and check him out. You have Icky Can. He's a real good guy up Canada, doing his thing up there. Definitely show him some support as well. And he's been living off grid like a year less than me. And I'll never forget when I had spoken with him and we talked periodically. He had said, "You inspired me, and I moved off grid because you did it." And I always thought that was really, really cool. And he's doing a great job with that. There is Angry Prepper. That is Jason down in New York City. Love Jason. I think Jason is an outstanding human being, and so I have a lot of respect for him. So definitely check him out as well. There is Alaska Prepper. That is Rudy up in Alaska doing his thing up there. Definitely check him out as well. There is Alaska Granny. You have Sean James with the Sean James channel and myself Reliance, two different channels, same guy. Awesome to watch when he builds up in Canada and he does gardening and all that stuff as well. Really, really cool. He's very, very squared away individual. There is Demcad. Demcad is a good dude as well. Definitely enjoy his channel. There's Corporal's Corner. You have Bjorn Hansen. There is 80K Man up in the Adirondacks doing his thing up there. Bizariza Jizza doing the Carrington Chronicles. It's an interesting story. You can definitely learn from that story by listening to that. There is Marfugal News. That's Adam and Dax out on the West Coast. Definitely check them out as well. There is Magic Prepper in North Dakota. You have Wrangle Star. That's Cody. Real good guy. Great channel. A ton of very useful information on his channel. There's Red Poppy Ranch. You have Survival Lily coming at you from Europe. It's a different perspective. People in Europe look at things differently than people in the States do. You have Kyle's Cabin with Kyle and Sierra up in Minnesota doing their thing up there. Really nice young couple living off grid up there. There is Bush Radical and Girl in the Woods. I got something in my eye. I'm sorry. Husband and wife team, really good people. They split their time between Michigan and Alaska. There is Green Greg's. Green Greg's another really good channel. A lot of good information on his channel. Southern Prepper 1 with his Boots on the Ground series. Definitely check him out as well. You have Gray Man Prepping. There is St. Bernard Acres with Joe. There is Doug and Stacy. Doug and Stacy have been around a long time. Real good channel. Definitely check them out as well. The Nomadic Movement, young couple down in Panama doing their thing down there. You have the Green Dream Project. Again, another good channel showing you how to live in the desert in Arizona, and they're doing a good job out there. There's Camping with Steve Wallace, doing stealth camping up in Canada. It's a fun channel to watch. Shows you how to do, stealth camping. So you have Bush Doctor Survival. There is Monkey Works. You have the Needy Homesteader, another really good channel. I like her a lot. She's been through a lot. You have Boss of the Swamp, another great builder. Really interesting through the years watching him, the way he builds and stuff as well. You have Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project. Diamond's a good guy again. Definitely check him out as well. You have Patera with the Appalachian Homestead. She says it like it is. I respect that, so definitely check her out as well. There is City Prepper. You have Lumina Acres. There is Suspicious Observer. Bear Independent, The Uneducated Economist. There is Bushcraft Bear coming from the Canary Islands of La Palma. You have Mary Greeley News giving you all the latest updates of what's going on with Yellowstone and everything. I really like her channel as well. There's Adapt 2030. You have Malachi's Corner. There's Ice Age Farmer. If you're going to get your weather, there's one guy you should be getting your weather from, and that is Ryan Hall Y'all. Not only is he very passionate about the weather, but he gives back to the community in a big, big way, and I think that that is awesome. There is Russell Brand. You have Deep South Homestead, another really good family oriented channel. Definitely check them out. There is The Outsider up in Maine. You have The Fit Farmer. There is Prep Rebel. Simple Life Reclaimed. There is Townsend showing you what it's like to live in the 1800s. Good information to take in. You have The Prepared Mind. There is Pinball Preparedness down in Tennessee. You have East Tennessee Preparedness, The Economic Ninja, and last but not least, Little House Off Gritty. A lot of good channels out there. Definitely check them out. People are looking at things from different perspectives. I think that that is a good thing as well. And like I said, I believe we should be supporting each other. And so that's why I do the shout outs. I know you guys also, you know, put different ones that you like in the chat, which is perfectly fine. I don't have a problem with that. So, like I said, a lot of good information out there. I think it's important to look at different perspectives because, again, nobody looks at things exactly the same. Nobody does. So, oh, you like the shirt? Yeah, I'll show you. So, yeah. It was funny because this morning I put this shirt on, and this morning it was a little cool. And I was almost like, man, I should probably go put a regular t shirt on instead of, a muscle shirt. And within an hour and a half, it had gotten so warm. I was sweating. I was like, where? And then all the humidity, and I was like, oh my God, where did this all come from? But you know, I'm going to tell you what. We had a very productive weekend here at the homestead this weekend. Great teamwork. Everybody working together, and that's what it's about. You know what I mean? Working together, coming together. You know, setting goals. What do we want to get accomplished this weekend? So, like one of the things that we had wanted to get accomplished this weekend was putting the chicken tractor together because we will be getting chickens soon, hopefully. And so that was one of our goals was to get that put together so that we could have some place to put chickens. Now there's that it needs more work, but the chicken tractor is now together. So that was one of the goals. Now it can be checked off the list. It's done, right? Uh, the new shed that got brought down, that old mutt sent down. All right, we got that. It's there. It's together. Things I got to do to touch that up and work on that, and then I'm going to start organizing stuff more, and that's going to be perfect. And that's another place for storage, and that's going to be awesome. So that's a huge to me. It's a huge win. We got some walls up in the pavilion, and the whole thing is not going to be enclosed like that first part that we did is enclosed. That first part is the only part that's going to be enclosed like that. That first part will also have some windows in there for a nice cross breeze. We put the wood stove together, so the wood stove is in place. The well's been operational all along. It's just that we are not utilizing it at this point in time right now. So what we're going to do with that, with the well, what the game plan is, and again, there's steps, guys. Okay, there's steps of things. We're prioritizing getting that pavilion squared away. Now, I'll give you an example. Next month, we have the wall kit already. So we're going to be putting the wall kit in the pavilion to get that set up, to be more prepared for when the weather does get cold, that we can fire up that wood stove. We have 2 sheets of the T111 left. And then, so what we're going to do, not in the front where the opening is, which is going to be the doorway. We'll start on the back side, facing Dave's camper, and we'll start. We're going to go with half walls back there, and you'll see all that. We're not doing any electric to the pavilion, no, Don. No, that's not the game plan anyway. But it's just there's things that have to be done. Eventually, probably in the spring at some point in time, that's going to be a bridge when we get there that we're going to have to cross. We will be working on getting a good sized water tank, right? 1,500, 2,000 gallon water tank, something in that range. That will go on top of the hill between the upper meadow and the lower meadow. We will have to dig out a hole, drop that in part way, build up dirt over the top of that, not all, so that it's kind of stays insulated. All right, then run a line down to the well. So we got to dig a hole, or dig a ditch, if you will. Drop a line down in the hole so that we can pump water from the well up to that storage tank. Then from that storage tank, water can go into the upper meadow, gravity fed, and into the lower meadow, gravity fed. So that's going to be happening, but that's, there's other things, you know, um, to do. So, could we utilize the well right now? Absolutely, yes, we can. It's in place. It's there. We can do that. It's just it's a like I said, it's a progression. There's other things right now a little bit higher on the list that we need to address and take care of, and that's what we're trying to do. So, all right, let's do this. We are legion because we are many. We are all over the country. We're all over the world. Where is everybody from tonight? Let's keep those thumbs up coming too. I know that, obviously this is take two, but we have Melbourne, Australia with Philip in the house. Southwest Oklahoma with Richard. Larry in Omaha, Nebraska. Franklin County, Ohio. UP of Michigan. Edgewater, Florida. Cape Cod, Mass. Inverness, Florida with Clyde in the house. Mary coming from Wyoming. Nostradamus from Georgia. Fort Worth, Texas with Sonia. Leesburg, Florida with Joan. Missouri in the Ozarks with Delbert. We got Karen in Western New York. The Remnant in Pennsylvania, Eastern Pennsylvania with Brick, Greenlee County, Arizona with Codster, uh, Medina, Tennessee with Marcia, Waterloo, New York with Sharon, Dust Devil coming from Texas, Tucson, Arizona's in the house with Angela, BC, Canada with Janet, Birdsboro, Pennsylvania with Melissa. We have Athens, Texas with Kathleen, Moyark, North Carolina, West Central Ohio with Dale, South Carolina with Prepper King, deep in the mountains of Appalachia with Rebel One. Nothing wrong with that. I was gonna share something else with you guys. So anyway, we're all over the place, all over the country, all over the world. We got St. Augustine's with Stealth Mode, Brooklyn, New York with NM. So again, guys, we're all over the world, all over the country. Huge network of people. We got Juniper, Florida. So, we're the ones that can make a difference. The difference that we can make now is trying to wake people up. We got Troutman, North Carolina with Troy. Uh, Afterwards, we're going to be teachers. We're going to be trying to help people. We should anyway. Oh, yeah, sorry, Delbert. Big shout out. Kathy's birthday's today. So happy birthday to Kathy. So I forgot about that. I apologize. So thank you for reminding me. He texted me and said, "Hey, could you give Kathy a shout out? It's her birthday." So happy birthday, Kathy! I hope you have a wonderful birthday and her having a good day. So, but anyway, I want to thank my moderators who do an absolutely fantastic job keeping the chat clean. It's very much appreciated, ladies and gentlemen that moderate for me. Thank you so much. Really, very much appreciated. I want to thank all you guys for being here, supporting the channel, being part of this. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. So thank you for all being here and being part of it as well. Okay. Um, excuse me. Uh, Real quickly again, I will be live streaming tomorrow, Monday night, for my hardcore preppers. That will be at 8 o'clock. So if you would like to join us for that, you can go to my main page here on YouTube. You'll see the join button. You click on that, you become a hardcore member, and you can join us in that private chat. All right, so that's how you do that. And that's once a week. I do it every Monday. But like I said, again, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing this. I love sharing this journey with you guys and showing you what a group of people that were strangers at one point that have come together to decide to be a family, what we can accomplish. And it has been amazing, and it's been awesome. And, we are growing. We're doing very, very well. And I'm really excited to see where we go moving forward. And, it's going to be interesting. And, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there. And, I just honestly, I hope we have enough time to really be in a position to be as ready as we can be. I don't know if we have that kind of time, but when the time comes, we will come together. And then we talked about that. I said, when SHTF happens, when we come together, we're going to be here all the time. And there's so much we'll be able to bang out then, because all we're going to have is time. So that's kind of a neat thing. So, but also, guys, remember, we truly are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. And, we have to remember that. We have to stop letting them divide us over race, religion, political affiliation. These are all, it's all nonsense at all. None of it means anything. We all bleed red when you cut us. So, we need to come together, work together, and we could accomplish so much more. It's amazing what we could accomplish if we work together. Also, remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important you tell the people that you care about every day how you feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only person that is going to stop you from achieving your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. If you stay positive and stay away from the negativity, you're going to be just fine. All right. Uh, Set realistic goals and then set about to making them happen. And it is amazing what you will get done if you do that. So, all right, guys, be safe, keep prepping, keep getting ready. Um, who knows how much time we got? Every day is a bonus, though. Remember that. Okay, remember that. It's preseason, JJ. Don't mean squat. I don't. I'll be honest with you. I don't even watch preseason football. I never have. I always thought it was an absolute waste. So anyway, be safe. I will see you all in the next one. Prepper Nurse One out for now.